Alright, today I'm going to talk about nameplate on a Siemens regulator, determining whether it's a straight or inverted regulator. There's a little bit of confusion on whether it's a straight or inverted reg because before 1995 there was a standard where it didn't actually tell you the type. So we'll get into the straight versus inverted. Again, 1995, ANSI put out a standard and actually put a type on the nameplate. So it'd be type A would be straight, type B would be inverted. Anything before that, you would have to actually look at the schematic on the nameplate and follow it to determine whether it's straight or inverted. So we're going to talk about inverted first. The source bushing is connected via the printed auto to the moving contact of the tap changer. This is what I look at. It helps me. The low bushing is connected to the tap reversing switch to the other end of the main winding. Utility winding labels are P3, P4, P5. I also have been told that you can take the L to the SL and follow it. That's another way to determine if it's inverted or not. So we'll look at a couple of nameplates. Obviously, you can tell that there's no ANSI type here, so we're going to actually have to figure out this nameplate and determine if it's inverted or straight. So we'll follow the low bushing. Low bushing obviously is, if you follow it down, it goes straight to the reversing switch, which is right there, to the utility winding, which is labeled P3, P4, and P5. So this regulator is inverted. Another one, another inverted regulator, it actually tells you the type. So this is 1995 and above. So type B is inverted. You can follow the same as the previous slide. The low bushings tapped to the reversing switch, which has the reversing switch is actually what makes the movable contacts go from one direction to the other direction to get your 16 steps. There's your reversing switch, which goes to the utility winding labeled P3, P4, P5. And obviously it's inverted regulator. So now we're going to talk about straight. So straight is the opposite of inverted. So the source bushing actually will be connected to the tap changing reversing switch to the other end of the main winding. The load is connected to printed auto to the movable contacts of the tap changer, and the utility winding is labeled U3, U4, U5. So you can always say straight with source as long as everything works out with the bushing going to the reversing switch. So we don't know what our ANSI type is on this nameplate. So we'll follow the source bushing. The source bushing is connected straight to the reversing switch down to the main winding, which is labeled U3, U4, U5, so on. I think it goes all the way to U7. So this is a straight regulator. Notice that it actually has a PT in it too as well. So your U2 and P2 will actually have a different voltage there to the left. You can insert that in the program as well. Again, this is 1995 and above. The ANSI type is actually A. It's a straight regulator, and same thing as last slide. Source bushing connected to the reversing switch down to the utility winding, U3, U4, U5. Notice it does not have a PT. Most A straight regulators usually have a PT. That's why I picked this one, because usually most of them do. Very rarely I see a straight regulator that doesn't have a PT. So when it doesn't have a PT and it's a straight regulator, you would actually still put the same voltage for U2 and P2, just like you would as an inverted reg, because there is no other transformer to do the sensing for the reversing mode. So we're looking at this nameplate. Kind of give you a second to kind of follow it out. One thing that sticks out is the source bushing is connected to that reversing switch, and the U2 or U3, U4, U5 is down there at the utility winding. So obviously this would be a straight regulator. Notice between the load and source load it has a PT in it. So I would have different voltages for my P2 and my U2 setting. And I hope this clears up the air a little bit on determining whether it's a straight or inverted regulator. And some standards before 95 did not have the ANSI type on it. So hope this helps. I'll do some more quick videos over other regulators and metering down the road. Thanks.